The largest iPhone in the world, a crazy dream from India, Bangalore shakes. The crazy journey from a casual tweak to the giant Titan iPhone that changed the world. On a rainy afternoon in November 2024, at Apple's secret research office in Bangalore, the tech hub of India, a discreet meeting took place in an advanced laboratory. Vikram Patel, the regional director of Apple India, sat among a group of passionate young engineers known as the Dream Squad, those who specialized in creating unimaginable ideas. On the table was a small model, a giant iPhone, 10 meters long, 5 meters tall, and 2 meters thick, larger than a bus. This was the iPhone Titan, the largest phone in the world. The idea originated from a heated debate on Indian social media. A month earlier, a Twitter user named @TechRaja posted a status in Hindi: "Has Apple run out of ideas? Make an iPhone as big as a house, and I'll buy it right away." The tweet quickly went viral, receiving millions of likes from across Mumbai to Delhi. Initially, Apple's marketing team in India saw it as a joke, but Vikram Patel, a reserved man with a passion for technology, saw this as a golden opportunity. "We're not just selling phones," he said in the meeting, "we're selling dreams. If Indians want a giant iPhone, let's give them one, but it must be a masterpiece." The real reason behind this decision was not just to gain attention. Apple was facing pressure from local Indian brands like Micromax and Lava, which were dominating the budget market. Vikram wanted a big move to assert Apple's position in this second most populous country. The iPhone Titan was not intended for mass production but as a technology symbol, a statement that Apple could do anything, even the craziest ideas. The project was approved with a $50 million budget, and the team of engineers in Bangalore got to work. They used titanium alloys from factories in Pune for the frame, a giant OLED screen assembled from hundreds of small panels imported from Hyderabad, and a 3-ton lithium-ion battery system made by a company in Chennai. The 200-megapixel camera was magnified 100 times, capable of capturing an entire village in one frame. The massive speakers were loud enough to shake a fairground. After 6 months of non-stop work, the iPhone Titan was completed, 10 tons heavy, as tall as a 2-story building, with a starting auction price of $1 million, the fateful day in Bangalore, when the giant iPhone Titan took the stage. Awakening the world in awe and amazement at an unprecedented technological masterpiece, on June 15, 2025, Bangalore became the focal point of the world when Apple hosted the largest tech event in history on a vast field on the outskirts of the city. More than 15,000 spectators from around the world, engineers, journalists, tech enthusiasts, and even Bollywood stars, crowded under the intense heat of India's summer. Above, dozens of drones circled, broadcasting live images to billions of viewers via YouTube, Twitter, and GeoTV. No one knew exactly what was about to happen, but rumors of a technological masterpiece were making the atmosphere heat up every second. At 11 a.m., Vikram Patel, the regional director of Apple India, walked onto the main stage, a massive 100-meter steel platform built to withstand enormous weight. He wore a simple white kurta, but his sharp gaze silenced the crowd in anticipation. "Today," he said in a deep voice over the loudspeakers, "we're not just launching a product, we're redefining what humans can dream of." Suddenly, the ground trembled slightly, and a giant red curtain, 20 meters high, slowly descended by 2 industrial cranes. The crowd held its breath. And then, it appeared, the iPhone Titan, the largest phone in the world. 10 meters long, 5 meters tall, 2 meters thick, and 10 tons heavy, it stood like a small building. Its titanium frame shining under the sun, with the giant OLED screen lit up displaying the words, "Namaste, World," as large as a truck. The familiar ding of the iPhone startup echoed from the massive speakers, resonating like thunder across the field, sending pigeons flying in panic. The cheers of 15,000 people erupted, drowning out the wind, while millions of comments flooded social media. "Is this real? Apple has lost it." The hashtag iPhone Titan shot to the top of global trending within 8 minutes, but that was not all. Vikram Patel raised his hand for silence, and his voice became serious. "The iPhone Titan is not for display. It will be auctioned today, and all the proceeds will go to building schools in the most remote areas of India and the world. The crowd erupted again. The starting price, $1 million. But this wasn't just any auction, it was a battle between the biggest names on the planet, and the drama began immediately. The auction battle of the century under the sun of Bangalore, when billionaires, celebrities, and global princes shed blood for the iPhone titan, only to witness an unknown name rise to victory and astonishment. The auction was held both online and live, with a massive screen next to the iPhone titan displaying each bid. The first to participate was Elon Musk, the tech mogul from the US. From SpaceX's office in California, Musk appeared via video, smiling confidently, $1.2 million. I need this to make calls from Mars. The crowd laughed, but before the laughter could die down, another voice rang out from the VIP section. Shah Rukh Khan, the Bollywood superstar, stood up with a microphone in hand. $1.5 million, he shouted, his hair flowing in the wind. This phone needs to stay in India, I'll use it for my next film. Applause erupted like thunder. Not to be outdone, Jeff Bezos jumped into the race via a Zoom call from Seattle. $1.8 million, he said, his voice calm but authoritative. I'll put it in Amazon's headquarters, customers will love it. Drones zoomed in on the tense faces of the audience as the price soared. From Dubai, Prince Mohammed bin Zayed placed a bid via a representative, $2 million. It will be the centerpiece of a tech museum in the UAE. The world watched, hearts racing, as the numbers danced on the screen. The battle didn't stop there. Rihanna, the famous singer, unexpectedly joined in from Los Angeles. $2.5 million, she declared via an Instagram live stream, holding a cup of coffee. I'll use it to host the largest concert ever, its speakers are big enough, right? The crowd roared, and Vikram Patel had to shout over the microphone, is anyone else bidding? The price is at $2.5 million. A mysterious Russian businessman raised it to $2.8 million, then a Chinese tech billionaire shouted $3 million through a translator. The auction lasted over 3 hours, turning into a global battle for glory, with the biggest names fighting for the iPhone titan as if it were the crown of a king. Unexpected peak in Bangalore. When the iPhone titan auction reached its climax, an unknown woman quietly surpassed the strongest billionaires in the world, leaving the entire world stunned by the power of determination. When the price reached $3.2 million, set by Mukesh Ambani, the richest man in India, the whole world thought the auction was over. Ambani stood up from the front row, smiling confidently, preparing to accept the victorious applause. But then, a quiet voice rang out from the corner of the stands, almost drowned out by the noise, $3.5 million. The crowd fell silent and turned to look. The camera zoomed in on a young woman dressed in a simple green sari, standing alone with a calm expression, Priya Sharma, an unknown entrepreneur from Jaipur. No one understood what was happening. Who is Priya Sharma? A reporter whispered. Google couldn't find information about her immediately. Mukesh Ambani frowned, Shah Rukh Khan leaned back in his seat in surprise, while Elon Musk laughed loudly through the screen, this girl has guts. Vikram Patel, who was running the auction, asked again, $3.5 million, confirmed. Priya nodded, her hand firmly holding the edge of her sari, but her gaze was as steady as steel. The countdown began, 10 seconds, 5 seconds, 3 seconds. No one placed a higher bid. The horn sounded, and Vikram shouted, the iPhone titan belongs to Priya Sharma with $3.5 million. The crowd erupted, but this time it wasn't just excitement, it was astonishment mixed with curiosity. An unknown person had defeated the biggest names in the world. The drone zoomed in on Priya's face, her bright eyes, her gentle yet meaningful smile. Who is she? The whole world wondered. As she stepped off the stage, Priya was surrounded by dozens of reporters. She only said briefly, I didn't buy it for me, but for those who need it the most. Her words spread like wildfire across social media, turning Priya Sharma from an unknown person into a global sensation. The iPhone Titan was not just a phone, it was now a symbol of a bigger story, and it all started on that fateful day in Bangalore. Priya Sharma, the mysterious woman from Jaipur who shocked the world by spending millions to own the iPhone Titan, revealing an inspiring journey from a poor village to a great technological dream. Priya Sharma was not the richest person in India, nor a famous celebrity. She owned a chain of chai tea shops called Chai Ki Kahani, with over 60 branches from Rajasthan to Kerala. Her personal wealth was about $6 million, not enough to compare to billionaires like Mukesh Ambani or other auction competitors. So why did she spend $1 million to buy the iPhone Titan? The answer lies in her inspiring story from her past. Priya grew up in a small village near Jodhpur, where phones were a luxury. As a child, she dreamed of calling her grandmother in the nearby village, but her family only had an old radio. At 14, she borrowed an old iPhone 5 from a cousin, and for the first time, she video called her grandmother via WhatsApp. Seeing her grandmother's face on the screen, Priya cried. "Technology is magic," she told her mother after the call. From that moment, she was determined to escape poverty and bring technology to people like her family. When she heard about the iPhone Titan, Priya didn't just see a giant phone, she saw an opportunity to inspire. She wanted to use it to organize free technology classes for rural children, turning it into a mobile education center. But $1 million was an enormous amount, almost 1/6 of her personal wealth. Her husband, Arjun, a software engineer, strongly opposed. "Are you crazy? Use that money to open more shops." But Priya didn't waver. "This is not buying a toy," she said, "this is buying hope." In the online auction, Priya sat in her small office in Jaipur, gripping a chai cup, her eyes glued to the screen. She bid $1 million to start, but a businessman from Mumbai raised it to $2 million. Priya upped it to $1.3 million, her heart pounding. The battle lasted 3 hours, with dozens of participants, and the highest bid reached $1.9 million from a Bollywood star. In the final minutes, Priya raised the bid to $2 million, a sum she had to borrow from the bank and relatives. The auction room went silent. No one surpassed it. The iPhone Titan belonged to her.